So that was my old man. He just phoned me up, let me know he built me another motor stand, so I'm kind of excited about that. Okay, what was that? No, that was my linkage. I'll find it. I can see it. Alright, so I don't know if you can see it here. You pull out your retainer for your float. The float will come out like so. And there's your needle and seat. Hope you can see it. Needle and seat sticking there. That's what shuts off your fuel. And then you have your high-speed orifice here. And that's your seat. And we're going to put this in the vise, and we're going to take those out. So I'll readjust this to look at the vise. Bit of a pain in the ass, but anyways. We'll take the idle needle out. You just unscrew it all the way. Here comes the idle needle. Make sure the tip's nice and pointy. This one is nice and pointy. And the kit, you'll get another little rubber grommet here with an eye on it. What that does is it seals your needle, and they can go bad after a while. That's that part there. So I've just taken that out too. So I'm going to change it. I'm going to put the carb in the vise. Not too tight, to careful not to damage the carburetor. These things aren't cheap. So the carb's in the vise, and I'm going to just check and make sure you can see that. I'm going to remove the high speed needle and seat. So there's your seat. Comes out. It's got a gasket on the bottom. You'll get a new one in the kit. And the high-speed orifices. Now sometimes these can be a real pain in the butt to get out. This one came apart just fine. So if I hold that up to the light, it's clean. But I'm going to clean everything out anyways. So that's the top part of the carb. And what I do is I put the jaws down between the support, and I punch out the top Welch plug. And I'll show you how to do that. Grab yourself a decent punch, sharp end, and I'm going to punch right through the Welch plug as soon as I can find a hammer in this mess. So I'm going to take Mr. Welch plug out, just like so. There you go. See how easy that was? So now the Welch plug's out. And then what that does is it gives you access to your your low speed holes. This is the air bleed holes for your high speed. I'll see if there's any lead shots in this kit. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't opened the kit yet. If there's none in there, I'll leave them well enough alone. So I'm going to be right back. These are the contents of your kit. This is an OMC kit, like I said. I don't know, the lighting's pretty bad in here. This one, that's your needle seat, clip, and gasket. They come in that one bag. Then there's your next bag. It comes with the retainer for your float, Welch plugs, and that rubber piece I was talking about. Now it comes in with the seat for the needle, but I generally don't change them out because they don't get damaged. Comes with a gasket for your fuel bowl, and they come with a float, which is one of the most important things. These old cork floats, the ethanol gas of today wears off, I guess it's a varnish or a shellac. It wears these floats off. You can see there that this one's already started to break apart. I can just sit here with my thumbnail and scrape it off. So that float's probably saturated and starting to break down. So it's a good idea that we replace that. The other difference is on these motors, you'll see that the new needle, I don't know if you can see it in the picture, they don't build them out of rubber anymore. The old style had the rubber tip, so they did away with that too. So this carb is definitely an issue. So I'm going to take the spray to it and the compressed air, clean it up, and I'll be right back. So we've gone ahead and we've cleaned up our carb. As you can see, it's fairly shiny and new again. Got all the rust and crap out of it. Now I just use a spray carb cleaner and rinse it off with water and blow it out. For more stubborn carbs, or ones that have been sitting for years, it's more of a soak thing. So I just did a pretty simple carb job. As I said, the other carbs are more stubborn. The ones that have been sitting for years, and you know, they get all the tiny orifices get plugged up. Now what I do to put that Welch plug back in is I'll use a 3/8 extension and a hammer, and we'll go ahead and get into our kit here. So the Welch plugs are convex, so you want to put the convex side up, not the concave side up. So what you're going to do is you're going to flatten that plug. So you just give it a couple taps. There, that's it. That's all there is to it. That's just to gain access to the to those holes in the carb in case they're dirty. There's no simple way to clean them without removing that that Welch plug. That's why they put them there, for that purpose. I'm going to open up my carb again and put it in the vise. I'm going to start with the seat. Comes with the gasket, little plastic ring. We're going to put that in first. These motors can always benefit from a carb kit if it hasn't been done in a long time. And then there's our high speed. We also cleaned that out and blew it out. So we're going to put it back in. Doesn't come with the kit. If you need to order them, shop2.evinrude.com will bring you to the place to look up part numbers. As you can see on the bottom of this float, it's got a bit of a bevel here. That bevel lines up like so. Same as our old float. Our old float had that same bevel right here. It's the same thing. If you ever forget how you did something or didn't put it together, it's always good to take pictures beforehand or as you're disassembling a carb, so you remember what's what. So we'll put our clip here, probably out of the frame. Put our clip on our needle. We'll, these things can get quite dinky. See, I've put it on the wrong way. We're going to put the clip on the float. We're going to stick the retaining pin back in, like so. So the idea is, when the carb body, when you hold it upside down, the float is parallel with the carb body, which this one is. If you need to make adjustments, you just bend this tab. We'll do the pop-off test. So we know that float's working with the needle and seat. We're almost done. We will take our bowl and gasket, put the bowl back in place, 4 screws. Trying to go as fast as I can here to save air time. There's just one more thing to do, and that's your seat, your retainer for your high speed or your low speed needle. Now that carb comes with a new gasket for the power head where it goes or gets the intake. You're going to want to make sure you put that gasket on. And I'll put it back together. We'll look. It's the reverse, so there's no point in taking any more film. Low speed needle, fully in, seated, not hard seated as in to break something, just till it stops, and then back it out a turn and a half. That should be enough to get you running. So I hope this carb video helps out the 9915 owners. Go for 3. There's the third pump in 3 days. Look at the veins. That's how I pulled it out. Broken. This is that same 9.9 I was doing the carb on. That's the lower unit. There you go. Another broken impeller.